Traditionally they've had the absolute fucking worst style of any sport, hobby, activity that you can think of. I mean, these brands, we're talking like Travis Matthew, Callaway, Titleist, who's the first three letters of that name is actually TIT. Titleist is absolutely bonkers to me. These polyester, shiny, colorful polos with stripes just give off this super cookie cutter vibe. It's essentially every other activity, sport, hobby has upped the swag and upped the steez. I don't know if it's a way to stay relevant or trendy, or if it's just kind of the Instagram and TikTokification of these hobbies. But you have runners now that look absolutely steezy. We have skateboarders that are now, modeling for Louis Vuitton, Gucci, what have you. So why is golf just kind of stuck in this perpetual cycle of awful fucking clothes? Back in the day, they dressed way more steezy. They were smoking cigs on the links on the course. They were wearing pants and shirts that didn't look like stuff you would wear to a traditional office job. So even with all that being said, there does seem to be some movement towards a more positive direction. You have brands like Malbon popping up. Their website doesn't look entirely corny. They had this collab with an Irish whiskey company I've personally never heard of or had. They did a collab with Girls Skateboards some time ago, last year, I believe, which, pretty surprising, but not too out of the blue considering Sean Malto is a, avid amateur golfer. But really one that popped up that I didn't even know was a golfing company, golf oriented company, golf inspired. Metalwood Studio. Probably the first golf company, clothing company, if you want to call it that I've actually liked, and that can kind of separate itself from, the 99% of golf, which is just, stuff that my mom's boyfriend would wear. Yeah, you can see I'm wearing one of their hats right now. The funny thing is, I heard about this brand not through golfing friends, not through any type of golfing avenue, but it was actually Yuto Horigome skating in his Nike SB dunk video. Where he's around Tokyo, around Japan, skating. He's wearing the camo Metalwood hat. So thanks, Yuto. Metalwood even got some recognition from skateboarding's very own Gifted Hater.
I don't know what metal wood is. I've never heard of metal wood.
And I always hated golf attire, and I'd actively try to avoid it. Like when I would go golfing with my friends, I would not, wear what you were supposed to wear at a golf course. And the funny thing about Metalwood is, like, I didn't even know it was a golf-inspired, golf-oriented company until after I really bought the clothes that I bought that I'll try on. Found out about the Yuto, and then even more recently, I saw Blake Griffin in a Stavros podcast wearing it. They also have a pretty cool YouTube channel. That intro looks like a bronze, bronze 56K intro, or even a Palace intro. And if we could just briefly cover the Travis Matthew website. I didn't know this was a golf company until I saw everyone around me wearing this stupid fucking logo on hats, on polos. What the fuck is this t-shirt even? Come on.
Come on.
This is like, my dad, who's pushing 70, would love this. And I think that's who it's made for. Like, he would look great in this polo. He'd look great in this button-down polo. This one's actually kind of sick. What's the difference between this and this right here? There's not much. Like, I think this is a little more. There we got like a 4th of July inspired polo, which I'm sure Travis Matthew did the same too. The Julian polo. but it looks like they came from the same factory in China, just with the different different logo. One has a dog, one has the TM on it. I actually did, in addition to this hat, buy 2 t-shirts from Metalwood. And the first one is going to be this. There we go. Metalwood. So I was just doing a little try on here. Some specs. I'm a 5'10" male, 150 pounds. Fits pretty good. Some room to move around, but overall, well fitted. I don't know what you call this screen. I guess it's like a jade. Fly low carbon composite construction. What does that mean? So I was really feeling myself in this shirt, just going on about nonsense probably. But I don't know what it was about that day. Maybe I was doing push-ups or stressed, but I really liked the way it accentuated the arms, shoulders, and chest. But great fitting t-shirts for what they are. Metalwood is the only brand, company, collective, whatever you want to call it, that I actually like when it comes to golfing. I think, the message or theme behind this company really is to just rethink and challenge who plays golf and how you look when you play golf, which I think is a cool concept, and I think it was much needed for a sport or hobby like golf. It doesn't seem like I'm the only person that feels this way either. There was this GQ article about when golfers actually had style. I could see, a company like this, a studio like this, even doing more potential collabs. Doing potential collabs like Malbon did, but instead of with Girl and Crail Tap skateboards, something cooler. Maybe Bronze 56K. I see a lot of similarities between them, and one is skateboarding, which is cool, and one is golf, which traditionally has not been cool, but